The file you are about to hear has been thoroughly scrutinized by the Ethics Committee and approved by the O5 Council for release to trusted associates of the Foundation. This is SCP Unredacted. Item number SCP-6387. Object class neutralized. Special containment procedures. SCP-6387's remains are currently preserved in Site-44's Biological Abnormalities Containment Wing, pending further study. Description: SCP-6387 was an anomalous humanoid neutralized in Virginia in 1923. Physically, the entity stood at 2 meters tall, with luminous eyes and thin, translucent skin. The subject was hairless, with tapered ears and cloven, hoof-like feet. No reproductive organs were present. The entity's hands, disproportionately large, each possessed 4 digits, with protruding claws measuring 6 centimeters in length. Whether or not the entity was sapient remains unknown. The entity was first sighted in Oakland Cemetery on 15 October 1923. Shortly after midnight, 50-year-old groundskeeper Joseph Rutledge awoke to the sound of an intruder. Initially suspecting grave robbers, Rutledge set out to investigate, whereupon he discovered the entity digging furiously at the site of a fresh burial plot. Startled, Rutledge shot the entity twice in the chest with a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. The subject expired instantly, with Rutledge later informing the civilian authorities. Agents embedded in the local police force subsequently alerted the Foundation to suspected extranormal activity. The entity's remains were transported to Site-44 for research, with amnestics administered to all witnesses. The grave targeted by the entity was exhumed and found to contain the remains of 24-year-old milkmaid Charlotte Abernathy, who was reported to have died following an epileptic seizure the previous morning. The casket's interior exhibited numerous prominent scratch marks. The cause of death was deemed suffocation. Miss Abernathy was reburied without further incident. Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, join my Discord community, hire me on Fiverr, or help support me by becoming a patron for as little as $3 a month. Regardless of tier, all patrons get early access to every single episode. The links are in the description. I don't have the talent it takes to write a skip. All I do is read. Original authors make this podcast possible, so credit to the original author. Their links in the description. Show them some love as well. Consider becoming a member of the SCP Wiki. Upvote their work, and maybe write a skip of your own. Maybe I'll read it here someday. You never know if you never try. The content of this podcast and content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from scpwiki.com and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0.